Hello, good evening, and welcome to another mukbang with me, Paul.
Me, Jason.
Together,
those vegan guys.
Welcome back, guys, to another live. We kind of had to go. We missed not last Sunday, Sunday before, because the vegan queens were doing Stockport Pride. So we caught up by doing last Sunday, and it was dead simple. We were doing a brinner that night for dinner, breakfast for dinner. So we just did a tofu scrambled prep, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and it was great.
It was indeed.
We are uncharacteristically about a minute and a half, 2 minutes late going live tonight. I'll point it out because I know some of you are thinking.
Oh, we do apologise.
Thinking it, you know.
Oh, we do apologise.
Julie asks an interesting question right off the get-go. Who's dining too? Always interesting to know if anyone's actually sitting eating with us. No, not obligated to, of course, not obligated to.
So I'll tell you what we've got here. We've got a wild garlic flatbread from Tesco. We've got This Isn't Lamb Skewers, been fried in the pan. We've got the no chicken pieces from Iceland, the no meat core, fried and then cut up a little bit smaller, and then just with a little bit of chili oil. A shredded salad that I made earlier today, which is white cabbage and red onion with a little bit of coconut vinegar, a little bit of salt, and quite a lot of sumac. We've got mayonnaise mixed with Encona Scotch bonnet sauce, and we've got sliced tomatoes because we thought we'd kind of do kebabs.
Sort of, kinda, yeah. We have 71 in the house already. The chat is going thick and fast. I think I just missed a comment from Chris saying he's drinking wine on an empty stomach for the buzz.
Oh no.
It did make me chuckle.
Right.
I think I need this over here.
I'm going to pour some chili mayo in the middle of my flatbread.
So yeah, welcome one and all. We're going to tuck in. If you're not familiar, I know many of you are, if you're not familiar with the format, the mukbang format, we're going to eat, we're going to catch up with you all, we're going to share and chat, and then after we've finished eating, we'll segue into part two where we bring you in a little bit closer, we get rid of all of this stuff, and we have a chat and a proper chat and a catch up.
This is why I brought the scissors.
Clever. I wondered what they were for.
I just thought it'd be much easier to cut it up like this.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to shout out, not everyone, because there's loads of you.
I'm going to try a little bit of this. This is the This Isn't Lamb Skewers. You get 4 in a pack.
Is it good?
Perfect kebab meat.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's good stuff. So
yeah, it's really good.
Quick shout out to the few of you that were here bright and early, even before we were. Peter, Alison, Jeanette, Sid Cramp, Linda, Jenny, Hybrid Beauty, Robin, Rosie, Vampire Jack, Julie, Da Vinci Music, V, Athena, Robin, Heather, Lizzie, Will and Chris. Welcome one and all. We're going to stuff our faces. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this.
A bit of sliced tomato on there. And then this lovely sumac shredded salad.
Yeah. I think this is going to be splendid. Like proper splendid. A little bit more of that.
So yeah, I'll probably get a wrap and do another one because this flatbread is just about,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm debating.
Oh.
I think I was debating whether to just pull the thing off and just put it straight on there.
You're calm.
But I kind of like what you did. Is it good? Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Right.
Yes, we are on a Chianti from Tesco's this evening.
You want to show it?
I shall. There we go. Lovely Chianti, clearly marked, suitable for vegans on the back. You won't be able to see it, but trust me on that. Athena, be eating in a bit. Next 10 minutes, getting hungry watching this. Can't be a kebab. That bread though sounds unreal. Do you want?
Yeah.
Just because I'm conscious it's slightly tilted, isn't it? I wouldn't want any incidents.
Jeanette, yeah, I noticed that about Subway as well. They've only got the plant patty now. They've got rid of the plant-based steak they were doing.
Oh, the Philly thing, yeah.
Which was really good.
Yeah, that is a shame, isn't it? It is a shame. Okie dokie. Fabulous.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I thought I'd just copy your idea because it was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more evenly distributed then as well, isn't it? Even distribution is what we need. I do believe. Yes. There we go. Yes, it's with it being a bit thicker, the bread, it's not quite as easy to wrap, is it?
No.
But you look like you've done a decent job of that. Did you put any of this on? Or did you just, right? Imran's in the house. And of course, Leanne and Ashley, our fabulous mods. Hey, you guys!
The This Isn't Lamb, definitely worth trying.
Oh, you know what? I'll just try a bit of that on my own, on its own, because I haven't yet. That's really good.
I have to say though, I did come up with a kebab meat seitan recipe based on 86 Eats turkey recipe. I just adapted it a bit and it was really good. Really good.
It was excellent. The 86 Eats stuff has really done us well, hasn't it?
She's taught me so much, Kat, just by sharing that one recipe and then thinking, how can I change this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. Right, I think I'm gonna go with that, considering that
definitely going to have another wrap after this.
I'm just glad we've got two more. Right. Let's try and give this a good squeeze. I'm going to tuck the bottom there as well. Try and avoid, a bit of seepage.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And all that raw veg, you get him.
So good. Yeah. Vampire Jack says, do you think the lamb would pair well with mint sauce or a raita?
Both. Yeah, both. It's lovely.
Ah, this is what makes it though as well.
The bread is beautiful. The flatbread is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are you lot eating tonight? Or have you already eaten? Oh, thanks for the early birthday wishes. Actually, my birthday on Monday, although, I celebrate for a week. Well, I thought, what's the point doing it Monday to Monday? I'm working Monday. So it's from today. So my birthday's today for a week. Do what I want. It's
Well,
my birthday.
We always informally celebrate for a week, don't we? So, you know, I can't put this down. I mean, aside from the fact that if I put it down, it might all come apart. I don't think it will, because this is the bread's doing a good job with it.
I'm gonna get the wraps on standby.
Ah, so good. Lots of birthday wishes. Leanne says, happy birthday for Monday. Our little package should have arrived today.
It has, darling. Thank you. Do you want to need some toilet paper or something?
I think I'll be okay. I manage. Because with the last bit of this, I'm going to mop that up.
Okay.
Vampire Jack had spicy bean burgers. Very nice. Going back to your question before. Linda letting us and everyone else know. Vegan blueberry magnums also in Heron 2 packs for £5. That's decent.
Where did we get them from?
Waitrose.
Waitrose. Oh, they're bloody tasty. Got bits of biscuit in the chocolate on the outside.
Da Vinci Music says, does Gemini celebrate Paul's birthday?
Becky. Do you want a bite, love? Do you want to taste this?
Oh, so good. So good.
Tonight's dinner and wait till you see Tuesday's meals vlog. The wraps that we had last night is one of the nicest things I've had for a long time. So good.
Yeah. Quality. Right, let's see if I can mop up a bit of this.
Right. I need to stand up for this. Okay.
Oh. I'm just scrolling up the chat whilst Paul's doing this because it is thick and fast this evening. 113 in the house. If you are enjoying the live stream, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps the channel tremendously.
Right. So I've cut up my lamb style. And I'm going to put some of the chili oil chicken on there. My hands, man. No, man.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I mean, they're gorgeous,
Aren't they?
They are absolutely gorgeous, but as is often the case,
it's the fixing
with wraps, with burgers, it wouldn't be the same without this and this.
No.
The Vegan Metalhead has been a channel member for 4 months. They say, don't know what to have tonight. It's a difficult one sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes we're umming and ahhing. We haven't got a clue. But I'll be honest, Paul is the decision maker when it comes to what we're eating most of the time. I have a little bit of input when I'm feeling inspired sometimes, but rarely, to be fair.
Right. Is this gonna roll? Oh, she's thick.
Oh, Dorcas, that sounds lovely. Dorcas says, have a great day on Monday, Paul Petal. We're taking my dad out to a place with an old-time penny arcade for a stagger down memory lane.
Oh, nice.
Proper nice. Leanne says, we picked up some of the new tofu Mexican burgers today in Tesco. Not tried yet, but they look great.
Oh, Jeanette, you're assuming we would go to the pictures to watch Star Trek. We never said we're definitely going. We watched it on the TV because we've got Paramount. So, yeah, we watched it on the TV.
Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, unless something comes out that I'm unaware of.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? The next time we go to the pictures will probably be to see Alien Romulus, which I think is August.
Yeah, we don't go very often, do we?
We don't. I mean, we pay for several streaming services. So.
And that's why, so that we don't, you know, because it can get a bit pricey, can't it? It's like 20 quid for 2 tickets.
I'm one of them, me as well. Like, one, I don't. People in the cinema can sometimes potentially ruin a film for me. I'm quite sensitive to who I'm surrounded by, particularly watching a film. Secondly, I think a film has to be deserving. This is only my humble opinion. A film should be deserving of being seen on the big screen. So films like, you know, Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just gonna have a couple of bits of this just as is.
Ashley, did your gift have rhythm? I got music, I got rhythm. Leanne, member for 48 months.
Oh, Leanne, that's incredible.
4 years, kiddo.
Thank you so much for everything. Just for everything. For the support, for the friendship, for everything. Da Vinci vegan chili with organic red kidney beans and pinto beans.
Oh, Will and Chris watched Lost Boys and Fairies. I can't remember. Leanne, is it your cousin or your niece or your... Somebody worked on editing on the film, or...
Yes, I think it was like their first job.
If you haven't seen it, by the way, it's available on BBC iPlayer if you're in the UK, or maybe there's a site somewhere, you know. Watch.series.is.
Leanne recommended it to us. Bev recommended it to us. We watched it the other night, didn't we?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
So good. So good. Yeah, absolutely top notch. Don't know what to do.
Oh, Athena, cold cannon, onion gravy, sauteed greens, bluff strips. What's bluff, love? Oh, fake steak pieces. Nice, thank you. Amazing Irish. Oh, fake steak pieces by Sons of Butchers. Amazing Irish business, which we're very grateful for, because the vegan scene here has kind of gone downhill.
Right.
So do they only do vegan products then? Athena, the Sons of Butchers. That meal sounds delicious, by the way. Adam, I'm in the poop, so to say hello. Hello, Adam.
That's the West Country. That's the West Country, that, isn't it? Although the Black Country, they said, aren't they?
There you go. Friend's daughter was the assistant editor on that.
Yeah. I'm not going to put any spoilers out there.
No, you can't.
But what I will say, I will just say one thing. The third episode it's a hard watch, but it's a brilliant 3-part series. It is absolutely well worth watching.
It's beautiful.
Brilliantly written.
Brilliantly acted.
I was going to say acting their socks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The script was amazing.
So good.
Oh, that scene. All around me are familiar.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of scenes, isn't there? There's a
yeah,
lot of
no,
scenes.
but that was an off-center scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Seconds up. Round 2. Delightful. Delightful.
I'll have one more piece and then that's all yours, buddy.
This? Well, I may as well just whack it all on
Right,
there.
that's why I said.
The full shebang.
Rude not to. Becky, no, we've got nothing on the go, love. You've not watched for a while, have you? If you think we've got tomatoes on the go, we've talked about it, how we do. We've been far too busy to set the garden up this year, so we're having to skip a year.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. What we're going to refer to, what I'm going to refer to it as, is it's our gap year. It's our gap year. Because with the best will and intention, sometimes it's just not feasible to do all the things that you want to do.
We agree. Anyone who watches the channel regularly knows that we've had a really, really busy start to this year.
Yeah.
For several months, doing some really big things that were both tiring and emotionally impacting.
Very much so.
We just didn't have the time or the space for it. But next year, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
There we go. I'm not going to use up that just for the sake of using it up. I want it to be balanced.
Craig, we haven't seen the Welsh language horror movie, The Feast. Have you seen the English language horror movie, The Menu? No, it's not really a horror movie. Kind of is. Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah, sort of, kind
It's
of.
a thriller.
It's a thriller. There's some horrific bits in it, so therefore, I suppose, technically, it could be classed as a type of horror thriller. I tell you what, whilst we're just finishing stuff in our faces, I'll tell you what we did watch last night, which has finished off nicely the last few weeks. Alien Resurrection. So we watched the first Alien film on the 40th anniversary.
We did.
And then over the next sort of few weekends, we watched the second one. And then, of course, the third one, which is nowhere near as bad as I remember it being, the third one. Even the CG, there's a couple of bits, but it's not bad. And last night? Last night we watched Alien Resurrection. So that kind of finishes off that little package of Alien films. Enjoyed it. I think it's fair. A lot of the critics, being reminded of it, watching it last night, I think it's fair that it didn't do so well, Alien Resurrection. It was not well received. But what is standout, absolutely standout, and I will argue with anybody to the hilt, is Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver in Alien Resurrection is absolutely brilliant. She's so good. She's so, so good. But yeah, so enjoyed that anyway. Right, I'm going to have to stand up as well, I think. Just to make sure I try not to make too much of a mess of this. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice, Alex. That sounds gorgeous. The wraps we had last night, we tried that Hura. I mean, you'll see on Tuesday, but I'll tell you. We tried that Hura Mediterranean chicken style pieces. And I fried them up with, the small pointy peppers. Full pack of them, red, orange, and yellow, all cut up. A red onion and a big courgette, topped, halved, and then cut into little pieces. All that fried together. And then I did a massive sweet potato, cubed into little cubes, and a little bit of celeriac because I had some left. Put it in a bowl, a little bit of oil, loads of smoked paprika and salt, got them all coated, did that in the air fryer. So we had the fried mix and the air fried mix on wraps with red pepper and jalapeno hummus. It was outstanding.
So good. So
Honestly,
good.
it's beautiful. So much veg again. We're having a lot of veg lately.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Dorcas says it's like poetry in motion watching you guys assemble wraps. Awesome. Have we got that there at the side of... Oh no, I'm leaking.
Oh.
I've leaked the love heart and the thumbs up. Is that because we're streaming on Facebook?
Yeah.
Ah, so it's working then.
I think so.
Good. So hello to anybody who's watching on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
We can't see your comments or anything like that if you have commented, but yeah, welcome and thanks for joining us. I'm gonna put that down for a minute.
Check on me for me.
Well, my pants will be going in the washing basket after this live stream.
Have you dropped stuff all over them?
I said before, I didn't have leaked.
So if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you might have seen a little reel I did before, because although of course, and it does bug me when people feel the need to point this out to you, it's like, yes, of course I'm happy that people are bothered about the cow being hurt, but if they then go home and pour milk in their coffee or eat cheese or have a burger, what does it matter that they've been upset about one cow? But the police in Surrey slamming that poor terrified cow with a car and then hitting her again so her head went under knocked me sick. Sick.
I'm going to be brutally honest for a second, and I'm sure that many of us will feel very similar. Obviously, you don't know how you're going to react and respond to a situation like that until you find yourself in a situation like that. But the guy kind of running away, I think if I was in that situation, I would have stood in front of the car. That is what I'm saying now. I don't know in that, obviously, until I'm in that, if I was in that situation, but the way that I feel, it's just horrible. It's just horrible, isn't it? But we've seen it happen so often over the last few years, the police just completely messing up a situation, like completely just getting it all wrong. They're getting it wrong with protesters. They're getting it wrong with the dog that they shot last year too. And they got it wrong again now. Like, yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's beautiful. Well, Dorcas, your leak makes me feel a bit better about myself, so thank you for sharing that.
Oh, Becca, honestly, they hit her so hard with the car, she went flying and rolled over and then tried to stand up, and then they hit her again, so her head went under the car. This is the police in Surrey. The police. But then I'm so glad everyone's crying out saying this is disgusting. It is. So is the dairy industry. So is animal agriculture. Make the connection.
Yeah. That's kind of what Choices is about, really, isn't it? Especially the second verse. Yeah. It's twisted, isn't it? You know. You got the police trying to save the public from a cow. This is what was said many, many times when we do live streaming, and even sometimes in vlogs that are pre-recorded, is this whole thing about taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture. On one hand, you've got the police doing that to that beautiful cow. And then on the other hand, you've got something like the running of the bulls, which is just like bulls running through the streets, and people just, you know, goading them and getting mauled half the time. Complete and utter contradiction. Yeah. I often go back to The Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch. when she's melting and she says, "Oh, what a world," as she's melting and melting and melting. And that's the only thing that comes to mind is what a world. Seriously. What? Oh,
I was doing Tammy. Thank you, darling. I need a bit more wine to finish this last bit, which has been glorious.
So do I. Thank you. I saw Ashley, yes, on your Insta. And thank you for making your thoughts known. Absolutely. I think if there's not enough people questioning this stuff, it's just kind of it just goes by the by, doesn't it? It's just like, oh yeah, that was an appropriate way to deal with that situation. It's like, no, actually no. And while we're on the subject, going back to what we were saying before, how about you completely reevaluate everything that you've done over the last 2 years meticulously and ascertain, was that an appropriate way to deal with that situation? Was that an appropriate response? Because I guarantee 7 out of 10 times, no. That's a fair point, Marcus. We often talk, don't we? We say like, you know, well, I've said it for many years, and a kind of tongue-in-cheek that we're all doomed.
I'm going to put this salad away.
But we might be doomed as a species, but the planet will go on regardless. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not wasting good cabbage and onions like that. We'll have it as a little side. At some point with something.
Yeah. Absolutely, Becca. Yes. With regards to the protest stuff, yes.
No. That was glorious.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. You've done it remarkably well in terms of your general tidiness. I've made a right mess, mate.
Oh, that's a surprise.
So true, Tom. So true. We have a neighbour who's constantly posting anti-hunt and hunt sab stuff. Loves her meat, though. Yeah. The disconnect is so real.
Oh, we won't be here for much longer, Rosie. Look at the activity of the sun just of late. We're headed for another. I'm a strong believer in the cyclical nature of the earth. Every 6 or 12,000 years, there's something, whether it be the melting of the ice caps or an asteroid or something. We've got proof of it. It's all there. We're due for another. Or a pole shift.
Thanks for dropping in, Marcus. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so good. So good.
Yeah, beautiful. Definitely. The lamb is gorgeous, and I think it was $3.50 in Tesco. We went on Friday. We also got the chicken thighs. We haven't tried them yet. Dorcas, I hear you.
Oh,
Helly, if hearing about, trust me, I'm being a nice human here. If hearing about it upsets you, do not, please do not seek out and watch the video. Don't. Just don't.
yeah. We've talked about it many times. I feel like I've got a bit of
All bits.
onion or something stuck in my tooth. I have. I apologise.
I'll get shut of this.
I'll get. Oh, passes a little bit of toilet roll.
Here, I'll pass it.
Oh, even better. Yeah. Ta. Yeah, we've talked about it. Sorry, I got distracted slightly. We talked about it many, many times, and no doubt we will talk about it more on the channel because it's kind of a semi-fixture. We talk about mental health, don't we? And I think sometimes we have to look out for ourselves and know ourselves well enough. So what Paul said before, definitely in terms of a bit of self-preservation. Sometimes you don't need to watch this stuff. You just don't. I'm going to get away and go my nose, but everyone else is going to hear shit. There we go. Let's bring you in a little bit closer. There we go. Be excellent to yourself and each other. Oh no. David, thank you so much for the reminder for folks. Always gratefully appreciated in terms of just dropping a thumbs up on the live stream. It's really appreciated. It's free. It helps us out. We get new subscribers because of it, you know.
One of my feet came off my chair. I had to sort it.
Yeah, that was so nice. Thank you. Thank you, babes.
You're more than welcome.
Honestly, absolutely gorgeous. Top-notch grub. Well, we smashed it. I feel like we smashed that.
We absolutely did, and it was beautiful. Just for the I did kind of share it in the WhatsApp group, but I haven't said anything on here yet. But one of the gentlemen that I support in my job, who's been in hospital since March, had pretty major surgery and then quite a long recovery. Sat up talking to him last week. Been visiting him every week, even when he was unconscious. But the last few weeks, he's been sat up, he's been talking. We've had a right laugh. I said, Michael, why didn't you tell me your doctor was so hot? He said, shut up, you. We had a good giggle because I'm me with everybody. Anyway, we had a call from the hospital early last week saying that he'd been put back under full sedation and was in multiple organ failure out of nowhere. So on Thursday, me and two other people from my company went to say goodbye. I may possibly have been the last human being on earth to kiss him. And I gave him I sat chatting to him for ages. And then gave him multiple kisses on the forehead and said goodbye. And I was like, oh my God. And what followed was so clinical from all different organizations. Okay, we'll close his files down. Who's going to pick his stuff up? We can't store it here. It really got to me. And he's not even the main guy I support who is dying of cancer.
Yeah. It's a tough job, isn't it? It's a tough job. Tough life for those people as well.
Yeah. So I said that because I wanted it right. So Michael was a middle-aged guy who lived in Oldham, loved his rugby, loved his sports, loved to eat out in cafes. had a lot of friends around, but no family. And I just want to say, Michael, you mattered, and I shall not forget his.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I've done my balling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Thanks everyone. It's appreciated, the kind words and the understanding, I think, as well. I think that's just it, isn't it, as well? When you're an empathic soul, you can't really switch that shit off. Can you? Do you know what I mean?
No.
I've said it, haven't we? You open your eyes to stuff.
But you've got to be like, you've got to be detached as well, because you've got to keep thinking. Like when I went into the ward on Thursday, and the nurse said, "I'll put the curtain round for you," and I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And my first thought was, because he had a friend called Steve, that a few weeks ago, when he'd come out of his, when he was sitting up and talking, and he said, "Will you ring him for me? He's on my phone. Will you phone him for me?" And I said, "Of course I will." So I phoned him for him, and I remembered him, and because the nurses said, "When you've all said goodbye, we're going to be withdrawing care." That's what they call it, withdrawing care. But I phoned Steve while I was in the hospital, and I said, "Steve, they're withdrawing care today, so if you want to come and say goodbye, today would be the day to do it." And then my colleagues said to the nurse, "There's one more guy coming," so they didn't do anything until he'd been.
Right. Yeah.
Which I just thought was, nice of them.
Yeah. The vegan metalhead, you are so right. You are so absolutely right. Life is incredibly precious. 2 of my high school classmates didn't even live to graduate. Life is precious. It really is. It really is.
Do you know, funnily enough, after I'd come out from the hospital that day, this is probably why it triggered it. I stood at the bus stop waiting for the bus back into Oldham. And there was a lady at the bus stop, and there was a bus coming up, and she said, "Can you see if that's a 409? I said, "I can't see just yet, but I'll see in a minute." She said, "I won't see until it's here." She said, "Oh, bloody age, yeah." And I said, "Hey, it's a luxury not everybody gets." And she went, "Oh, do you know, true." I said, "So I'll put with bad eyes."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to look at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good way to look at it.
It is a luxury not afforded to all.
Yeah. Can I just acknowledge, without getting too emotional, because I didn't really know the guy. It's very much Paul's side of things. But can I just acknowledge that this community is so wonderful, and so many of you have written such lovely things in the comments. So thank you for that. That's really lovely. Yeah, really nice. And it doesn't surprise me, because you're all bloody awesome. You're all bloody awesome. Yeah, it's just nice. I just wanted to acknowledge it, so thank you.
Yeah, some beautiful comments. Thank you everyone for it. It means a lot that you've written his name and said things, because Don't be sorry for me, by the way, that I am honoured. I am honoured to have been in that position, to be able to say goodbye to somebody who I knew and I could have a good laugh with.
Yeah.
Very honoured. I mean, I was upset at the time. Fucking ball behinds out coming out of ICU, I'm not gonna lie. I had to take a moment and just kind of hide behind a trolley and corridor that had stuff on it, I don't know, just for a minute, and then I was all right, because then I had to go from there to another ward to see my main guy who's dying of cancer and had an infection. Well, I won't talk about that.
Well, no, probably not. Oh, Alex, no. This is the peril. This is the perils of watching a live stream with those vegan guys whilst cooking at the same time. Do you know what I mean? I hope things are salvageable. and that you still get.
Says the tempeh is still about edible.
Oh dear.
Sorry, love.
Oh, Becky. Wow. Bloody hell. This is just it. You know what? I said this the other day. I was like, every single person out there, and I know it's a bit of a cliche turn of phrase, but every single person out there is fighting a battle none of us know about.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, isn't it? It's like,
We've got to remember that.
I got diagnosed with COPD earlier this year, but we've made some major lifestyle changes which have hugely benefited us both, but me in particular. Have you heard me cough any morning?
No.
Since I've been on that
Not
malingering.
really, no. No.
And since we quit smoking tobacco.
Yeah.
Becky, I'm sorry to hear that as well, darling, but I'm hoping it will be gone.
Jeez, Becky, that's balmy though, isn't it? That's a trade-off. I mean, you're writing it in the comments, so I'm assuming that you don't mind us sharing it, but that's like, I'm having it removed in October. I'm lucky as it's benign, but I will go deaf immediately.
Oh, Becky, love.
Jeez.
So sorry, darling.
And I guess we kind of come back round to what we said before, don't we? Is that, you know, appreciating what we've got while we've got it. And because you just never know, do you? You just never know. Having had a couple of scrapes, serious scrapes over the years too, that nearly took my life, I am a little bit more, I think, appreciative of life and kind of, you know,
it's one of the reasons we got married.
Recognizing, acknowledging,
isn't it?
Absorbing. Yeah.
It's not, it's like we were planning to be together for the rest of our lives anyway. Well, I was. Just checking. But when he had his bike accident and had a bleed on the brain and was in intensive care in hospital, and they wouldn't let me in. We lived together. We were a couple and we lived together. They wouldn't let me in because I wasn't blood family. And that was like, oh, I kicked up a fuss. I got in within an hour. Yeah. I kicked up a right fuss. But I thought, this can never happen again.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm sure the hospital staff didn't want 100 tables tipping.
No. I am quite good at tipping tables when people are horrible to me.
I mean, that's where it starts. It starts with the table tipping. Who knows what comes after that? You know, that's just the warning. The table tip is the warning shot. Anywho, we digress. Bless yous all. So yeah, we'll just have a chat and a catch up now. You know, we're probably have another glass of wine. I'm still savouring all of the loveliness
beautiful
of that meal.
Sumac onions do leave a lovely taste in your mouth, though. But it all did.
I think you've got the right balance though in terms of like just using the right amounts and like,
and it not just being sumac, it's the vinegar, the salt, and the sumac that made that salad, and that's why I've saved it.
Damn right. I'm going to just scroll up the chat just a little bit whilst, because we've been chatting. I don't think we've missed anything. But...
Dorcas, I do go full Hulk sometimes.
The vegan metalhead, yes, to enjoying your parents while you have them. I 100% agree with that. Barbara, welcome, and thank you for being here.
You should, anyone who has a difficult or contentious relationship with their parents should watch my video, Gay Man and His Dad. The long version, there are two versions on the channel, the short version and the long version. Watch the long version. I think it's 15 minutes all over. The short version is under 10 minutes. Please. I had an incredibly contentious relationship with my dad until I didn't.
Yeah. I still get quite emotional thinking about your dad sometimes.
Yeah, because it was a cool bloke. I was Cyril. I can't believe I hated him for so many years. I hated him. Really hated him.
Yeah, but he changed.
No, he did.
So you was within your rights to feel that way for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And then he changed, and it was a gradual thing, but he got there. He got there.
He did.
Which is an incredible
He more
thing.
than got there.
He more than got there. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And that does fill me with, still to this day, it gives me faith in humanity.
From a homophobe who wouldn't even hug his son, to a man who would kiss his gay son on the mouth and give him a hug and say, I bloody love you.
Yeah. People can change. It's true.
Anyone can change.
At any age. Tom, TVG table tip tsunami. Love that. I want that on a t-shirt. That's brilliant. Indeed, Becky. Indeed. So, I'm going to have another glass of wine. Do you want another glass of wine?
Oh, absolutely.
Some of you, I know that some of you already know this, but we have got something exciting to mention to you.
Have. Right. First off, I'm going to ask you this. How many of you are members of the Vegan Society? I'm going to wait for a minute. And while I'm waiting for a minute, I will tell you that membership to the Vegan Society, in fact, while I'm talking about it, I know I'm going to get the link.
Oh, okay. Cheers, everyone.
Join the Vegan Society. Become a member. There we go. That's the page we want. Right. So here is the page to join. Now, here's the thing. Becoming a member, which is like £3 a month, gives you 10% discount at Holland and Barrett, discounts at so many different shops. You just have to show your card, and if you choose a paper membership, you get sent a magazine every month called The Vegan, the official magazine of the Vegan Society. There is the next issue is due out at the end of July. Oh, there might be someone you know on the cover.
Oh, it might be a fancy edition. I mean, it's always a fancy edition, to be fair.
Oh, there might be an interview inside with two fellas who you know right well.
Oh, there might be some nice pictures.
There might even be a picture of vegan queens in there.
We are over the moon,
yes,
to be featured.
We've been
absolutely over the moon
for the Vegan magazine, the official magazine of the Vegan Society. We're in the next issue, and we're on the front cover, which is just beautiful. Ursula, who interviewed us, we had a bit of an issue with the interview.
Yeah, without going into
Ursula's fault, it was technology's fault.
Technology let her down.
Technology's fighting us back now. It's like, oh, you rely on me, do you? Ha ha! But we got there in the end, and yeah, it's we're so excited, really excited. It's we've already seen it. It's a beautiful little write-up, and yeah, lovely.
I tell you what, Chris, I'm not ruling out framing it myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm really not. Dorcas says, are there pin-up opportunities? Maybe.
So I'm going to share that link again, because seriously, if you're not a member of the Vegan Society and you can afford £3 a month, we've been members for about 5-6 years, so we've had this magazine for ages, and it's always full of interesting interviews and recipes and news. It's a good mag, but the fact that you get your card, and I'll show you, because some folks will say, you're not a member, you liar. I know what folk are like.
Not our folk.
No, but some folk who are watching this. The Vegan Society. That is my membership card in my wallet.
Ashley, yes, absolutely. Ashley says, "Can I get it signed?" Yes, totally.
Oh, it's come off again. Stupid.
Yeah, we're really chuffed. We're really chuffed to be featured, and also for the write up to be, well, surprise, surprise, quite down to earth and representative of who we are and what we do, which is, you know, that's kind of what we'd want, really. But it's brilliant. We're really chuffed about it. We hope that it gets the down to earth vegan message out there to even more people. Hopefully, it might not mean that we could possibly get a few more subscribers on the channel and a few more people connecting with us. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, we're proper chuffed.
Marcus, page 7 fellas, wasn't that the Daily Star? I thought it was very progressive back in the day. That was the early 80s, that wasn't it? Mid 80s, page 7 fella. You know, they had the page 3 girl and then the Daily Star.
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
like, hang on.
Yeah, I've got a vague.
So they started doing a page 7 fella.
Vague recollection of that, yeah. A hybrid, the magazine just comes as part of your membership.
However, if you have a paperless membership, which is a little bit cheaper, you get the magazine sent to you as a PDF digitally.
Oh, Dorcas, that's cool. National Trust, RHS, RSPB, so the Vegan Society will round it off nicely. Wonderful, wonderful. Chiwoniso, absolutely. And to echo what Ashley said, yes, you do not have to be vegan to be here. It helps, but you don't have to be, as long as you're polite and respectful.
And we hope that you're at least open to veganism, rather, because why would you want to watch a vegan channel if you're like, I will never be vegan? That's what I'd ask you back when people say, well, I'm not vegan, can I still watch it? Well, of course you can. You can watch what you want. We can't stop you from watching us. But why would you want to watch us if it wasn't on your radar? And if it's on your radar, this beautiful community will help massively. Because everyone will tell you the same thing. Going vegan is one of the best things we ever did. And our only regret is not doing it sooner.
Yeah. And I will also just add on to that honestly, it really isn't a cult. We're just trying to save the planet and we're trying to save animals, because it's 2024 and we don't actually need to eat animals anymore.
No, we don't. And the animal agriculture is destroying the planet.
Yeah.
It's the biggest cause of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. 80% of the soy grown on Earth is fed to farmed animals to fatten them up for human consumption. The waste and water that is used to raise these forcefully bred animals who have their babies taken, there is a lot. Yes. There's a lot that you wouldn't want to be a part of willingly.
Sid Cramp, that is so true, and it will never change. And I think our channel and the time that we've been here, and I can't remember who mentioned it. I saw a comment recently. Somebody's gone, or a few subscribers have gone way back and started watching some of our earlier stuff. And other than kind of, you know, us looking maybe a little bit older and a little bit more bleary-eyed, perhaps.
Knackered we are.
Our content hasn't changed much, really, in the entire time that the channel's been going. We're the same as we've always been, really, and it will always be down-to-earth veganism on the reg. Sorry, Adam. There you go. That's it. That's all I'm doing. No more. There you go. It's a bit of a tricky one.
I know, Becca, but, and here's the rub, I knew some of the girls who worked in that field of work, and they were so angry at the people who wanted to get rid of page 3 because that was an income for them.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's about having an industry that works for those girls and those women. And I think maybe at the time, it probably didn't. to be fair. Thinking back to like that period of history and all of the misogyny and all of the kind of sexism and the industry that surrounded those women, that can't have been good. That can't have been a good industry at the time. It might be now, but back then, I can't imagine.
I mean, here's the thing: everybody's, because a lot of people are also under the impression that no woman would willingly be a sex worker. Myth.
Yeah. I know.
Myth.
I know. Yeah. True that.
Well, Sid, thank you for watching our Beck Hall vlog 12 times.
We thoroughly enjoyed Beck Hall, and we also
Hall
really enjoyed making the vlog as well, didn't we? We just, it was.
We shall be going back.
We will be going back, hopefully September. Fingers crossed. And whilst we're on the subject of going somewhere, just because it's only just popped into my head, we are, because I think a couple of people towards the start of tonight's live stream had mentioned if we were doing anything for your birthday, but we are booked to go for a meal tomorrow. So we are going out for a meal tomorrow.
Somewhere we've never been before, and we will be vlogging. It's a birthday treat for me, but I'm still going to vlog it because we've never been before.
Yes. So
it's important for us to vlog that.
Indeed,
of course.
Indeed, you do. Let's scroll up for a second, and I'm probably butchering the name, but Chiwanisa says, "Thank you. I will just listen to learn." That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank you.
But also jump in if you've got any questions or anything. It's like you don't have to just, it's not like, oh, you can't talk if you're a meat eater. It's just that we hope veganism is somewhere on your radar. Because it's like I don't watch necessarily meat eating channels that are all. This channel is largely focused on veganism. So if it's that's something that interests you, welcome aboard, love.
Becky says, I'm going to visit Beck Hall. It would be rude not to. It's such a fantastic place, and it's in such a beautiful, beautiful location in terms of, just the scenery. You're within 5 minutes walking distance of some truly spectacular English countryside and scenery.
Oh, I hear you, Becca. Trust me. I know both sides of the coin. It's just that a lot of people will say there's only one side of the coin, and there isn't.
Yeah.
There's definitely two.
Yeah. Ah, Sid Cramp, nice one. Yeah. Well, it's Paul's birthday on Monday. It's my birthday in September. We've got a pretty busy summer ahead of us. So we're thinking kind of end of summer going into autumn. My birthday is September. That feels like it might be a good window of time to get to Beck Hall again. Yes. Hey, Linda, thank you for the update, and thank you to all of yous who've took a minute to give the live stream a thumbs up. It genuinely helps. It really does. Because I don't know if any of you have experienced what we experienced, but YouTube is all over the shop at the moment. The ads are getting on my wick. It's really hard to get subscribers and to gain any traction anymore because the world is uploading so much content. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. It's just that there's so much content out there. People all over the world uploading stuff every single day that it's hard to get a footing sometimes. So the thumbs up, they genuinely do help. They do make a difference. Shares, comments, interactions, all that stuff. It does help. But it's always nice. You know me. I like it when we hit 100.
Oh, Chris and Will, Star Trek.
Standing agenda item.
What do you think of the last episode of Discovery? We loved it. They actually did a really good job of it. And it was a good job. It was an hour and a half. So it was like movie length because it needed to be really to close all those.
They brought them all back. I read up on it. They had to bring them all back and film an addendum.
And guys, we're on season 2 of DS9. And actually enjoyed season 1.
I have to be careful what I say about this now. I'm going to be as gentle as I can in how I say this. I've remembered why I wasn't hugely enamored with DS9 in the first place. I don't like Bajorans. I don't like the Bajorans, the majority of them. And I know it sounds awful. It's because the way that they're portrayed, at least in the first season of DS9, the vast majority of them are portrayed as religious fanatics, and they feature quite heavily in season 1. But everything else about it, I love.
Oh, Becky, tell us about it. The ads on YouTube are getting ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. For the record, by the way, if we ever put ads on our vlogs, it will be one lot of ads, usually smack bang in the middle. So if there are ads at the beginning or the end of our vlogs, they're not benefiting us at all, just for the record.
I will just add on to that, just another little point, and say what's been happening recently, because obviously we watch YouTube. Many of you will know we watch quite a bit of stuff on YouTube. What's been happening of late is we'll start watching a video, and in under 60 seconds of the video that we're watching, there is a forced advert. Not one that you can skip, a forced advert. And I'm like, really, YouTube? There can't be a single person on the entire planet that starts watching a video and within 60 seconds gets an ad and goes, oh yeah, that's great. That's just what I wanted. An advert within 60 seconds that I have to watch.
Tracy, it's Father's Day here in the UK too tomorrow.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yes.
I wonder if our Father's Day is always the same and it's just our Mother's Days are different.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Chuaniso, I hope I'm saying your name right. If you quit eating, because we get this a lot, and I'm going to be really abrupt and frank with you now. If you quit eating animals and then feel that you got sick and deficient, then you were under eating, and that's a problem with you, not with veganism, because you have to do the research and eat a good, well-balanced diet. Like, there are some diets within veganism that are not particularly wonderfully healthy. It has to be balanced. You have to get the right amount of protein and, you know, all your vitamins and your fibers and everything like that. But doctors are not trained in nutrition. I'll repeat that again. Doctors are not trained in nutrition. So doctors tell you what they think, not what they know, because they are not trained in nutrition. So if you got ill, you were doing veganism wrong and you weren't eating enough. It had nothing to do with the fact that you had stopped eating slaughtered animals who didn't want to die.
Yeah. Also, I will mention, because I think I am a member of the group randomly, on Facebook, if you do Facebook, there is a vegan South African group. So obviously a lot of the stuff that is in that group is stuff that is available to be able to get. I don't know where you are, but there are some genuinely really helpful, useful communities out there. And you might just find, and Paul says this all the time, you might just find that actually there might be quite a nice support network that you're not aware of that exists relatively local to you. It's definitely worth having a little bit of a look around and doing a bit of research if you haven't already. But what Paul says is absolutely right. Most GPs, in the UK, we call them GPs, general practitioners, they don't really know a huge amount about nutrition unless they've gone and studied extra, which most of them don't. So, you know, yeah. Food for thought, no pun intended.
According to Mr. Google Pants. Tracy.
Love that.
Mother's Day different, but Father's Day is the same. Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a journey. It's a journey for a lot of people, including ourselves, to a point. It's a journey, but honestly, it's one that we will never, ever regret. We'll never go back on.
I will never not be vegan. Never not be vegan.
It's the best thing ever.
I couldn't even think about it now because I've you know, as much as I love Isis, our house cat, our daughter, our fur daughter, there's no different to any other animal, and that's one of the quandrous things with being a vegan, because Isis still eats cat food, because we tried her on vegan cat food and she killed a shitload of birds in a fortnight.
Yeah.
But didn't eat them, just brought them. Like, yeah, because that's what I want. But I can't wait until cultured meat starts getting sold in cat food.
Yeah, we're not far off.
I bloody hope not.
We're really not far off at all.
And medicine, of course, that's something that medicine is medicine, and it makes you better. You take it, full stop. As far as is practicable and possible.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed you do. Whilst I'm thinking about it, I want to mention a film recommendation. So we touched on DS9 and that we're enjoying DS9 and we're just into season 2. We watched a bit of a random selection the other night, and we took a chance, and it turned out to be absolutely brilliant. It's called Alien Intervention. Alien Intervention.
Oh yeah,
you'd look at the title and you'd look at the thumbnail for the film, the poster for the film, and you might instantly dismiss it. But it's a wonderful, quirky, kind of beautiful film, really. And that I would highly, highly recommend. If that is something that kind of, you know, floats your boat, if it piques your interest, check out the trailer for Alien Intervention. It's very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my recommendation for the month.
Becky, yes, dogs. Many dogs really, really thrive on a vegan diet. It's surprising, but cats are obligate carnivores.
Yeah. Some cats do all right on it,
unfortunately,
but some don't. Some actually don't do well at all. Whereas the majority, statistically, the majority of dogs can have happy, healthy, thriving lives as vegan dogs. Cats, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Right, 5-minute warning.
Ladies and gentlemen of the cast and crew,
this is your 5-minute call. We should be leaving the stage in 5 minutes.
And we'll probably watch an episode of DS9. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put my scrags on. Watch an episode of DS9. Oh, Ashley, you never said, does your parcel have rhythm? Or maybe I missed the answer, because if it does, it's already here. It says Rhythm 108 on the box, very clearly.
Well, I have to say, thoroughly enjoyed the food this evening.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
tonight and last night.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the company as well. So thanks all for being here.
Leanne, it's already in the fridge.
And also, I noticed, Leanne.
And the date is the 27th of June.
26th.
26th of June.
26th. And but I also noticed that they are freezable as well. So, you know, that's good to know.
Yes, it's arrived, Ashley. Thank you, darling. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm pretty sure I know what's inside there. Dirty, filthy girl.
Becky, you know what? We'll probably have something in an hour or so. We probably will. I'm not going to rule it out. I don't know what yet, but something. Oh, Nick, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's not beautiful that you had a hangover, but it's a beautiful thing to binge watch about 8 episodes of Voyager. Love that. That's great.
What did you think? Do you love it? It's my favourite Star Trek series of all time. She is still my favourite captain of all time. Although Sisko's growing on me. I quite like Sisko.
Yeah.
He'll never be a favourite, but he might become equal with, Archer, Pike, Picard, who are all underneath.
I'm undecided. I'm undecided on all of what you just said.
Why?
Because I've not come up with a hierarchy of my favourite captains, the best captains. I know Janeway's at the top, but after that, I haven't quantified it officially. Well, we will hopefully have a great remaining weekend. Like I said, we're going out for something to eat tomorrow, so the vlog will follow soon after that, because you know what we're like. But then next week, other than celebrating Paul's birthday for a week, it's our anniversary on Wednesday. And we'll just try and have a nice week, Now, setting the world alight, now amazing and, huge going on. We're just going to try and have a nice week, aren't we? Birthday, anniversary.
I think it was Mummy Duck up here said, can you recommend a vegan meal that I can serve at a dinner party to meat eaters? Mummy Duck, have a look in our recipes playlist on YouTube. So much.
Yeah.
So much.
A good old spaggly bobs and meatballs, a gardener's pie. But like Paul says, have a look, because I ain't no cook. But we've had lots of family meals round here over the years. Thoroughly enjoyed by all. Saying that, Mum and Dad Brom are about 95% plant-based now anyway. Yeah, should we wrap things up?
Yeah. Thank you all, obviously, for joining us this evening. It's been lovely. The food was great, and it's always nice eating with you guys. So next week's will be Friday.
Friday in the lounge.
Friday live, 9 p.m. in the lounge, chilled out, having a chat. Jason probably playing a bit of music, usually playing.
Yeah, I'll have a little. There'll be a little something,
And of course, our meals vlog will be up on Tuesday, and there'll be another vlog. It might even be up on Monday, where we're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be up on Wednesday.
Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Yeah, definitely.
Okie dokie. So yeah, thanks guys. Love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you to you all.
Oh,
Mummy Duck.
Mummy Duck.
Mummy Duck. Also, by the way, we have a free recipe book on our website, thoseveganguys.com. First page you come to, it's PDF. Just download it. All the recipes that are on our channel are in there, but our playlist has got a lot more in it. But there's links to the vlogs from the free ebook. So
yeah,
some great meals, honestly. So yeah.
But thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you, darling. That's really, really generous of you. Thank you.
Have a great rest of the weekend, everyone. Hope you all have a lovely Sunday tomorrow.
Massive thank you to our wonderful moderators, Leanne and Ashley, for being here and making sure everything goes all right. Thanks to you all. We really appreciate you. Lots of love. And we'll see you soon. Yeah. Oh, are you ready? Bye, loves. Be excellent to yourselves and each other.
Mixing it up there.